In this video, we will be demonstrating how to register for courses as a student using self-service. Starting from the EICC homepage, we will navigate to EIC Connect. We will have to log in using our student credentials. From here, we can scroll down until we see the Important Links section. Under the Important Links, we will click on Self-Service. Now we will go to Student Planning. Under here, we can see two steps. One step to view our progress, another step to plan our degree and register for classes. To start, we will go to My Progress. And here we can see that our current major is liberal arts for this case. You may have multiple majors and you can cycle through them using the arrow keys here. On the right, we can see the current progress as well as the total credits and total credits from this school. As we scroll down, we can see the requirements for this major. In this case, 0 of 7 items have been completed. One of the items being communications. We can see arts and humanities, as well as like culture and historical, and then many more. In this case, let's take a deeper look at communications. In this case, we have completed one of 3 items. The first step being completing composition course English 105 or English 107. In this case, one of those courses has already been completed. For Composition 2 course, we have the options of English 106 or English 108. We have not completed one of those courses. However, we can see English 106 is already selected and is in progress. For the third step under the communications, we would need to take communications course SPC 112 or SPC 170. And in this case, none of those courses have already been completed. If we can see both options being here and they have not been started. In this case, we can select SPC 112 or SPC 170. Let's select public speaking. Once we have selected that, we can see the course sections. On the left, we can filter through the results. For our case, let's select fall term under Scott Community College. And now let's view the available sections for SPC 112. We have multiple options here, many being different instructors or different times. For our case, let's just select the first one. Now we can see a more detailed view of the course and we can add this section. Once we have added the section, if this is the only course we wanted, we could go back to Home, back to Student Planning, and plan our degree and register for classes. We could also get here faster by on the navigation menu going to Academics, Student Planning, and then Plan and Schedule is here as well. In this case, we selected a fall term, but we are looking at the 2021 spring term. We can use the arrow keys to go over to the fall term, and we can now see our SPC 112 class that we selected on our schedule. You can also see it on the left with a little bit more detail, and we can see that it is currently planned. If we want to see a more detailed view of our timeline, we can select this timeline tab, and we can see the different terms broken down. And in our case, we had the fall term, and we can see our selected course for public speaking here. If we go back to our schedule, we can see that the registration period for fall term begins on 4/5, so we can not currently register for this class. However, if we go back to the summer term, we have some planned courses here, and we can see that we now have a Register Now button in the top right, and then also a register button for an individual course on the left here. In this case, the student cannot register themselves, so this button is disabled, as well as the Register Now button. In the case where a student can register themselves, they would be able to register an individual course here or register their whole schedule up here. For a student that cannot register using these buttons, we will have to go to the Advising tab. And here we will have to request a review from our advisor. We could also leave a note and save this note and then request our review. This concludes our course on how to register for courses as a student using self-service.